hello my beautiful and gorgeous bougie friend, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing this professional nail art kit. It is by a brand called Saviland, and supposedly it's a gel X dupe, and for $20 I thought, what the heck, friend, we definitely have to try this out. However, you already know I'm going to want to do a little bit of a twist. I want to try this out on my toes. Do you think this kit will work on my toes? Because look how crusty they look. The polish is falling off of one foot and the other one is just completely gone, girl. So let's open up the little kit and let's see all the goodies that it has inside, because it came with a whole bunch of stuff, friend, for $20. Okay, friends, so I'm going to be going over everything in the kit one by one, and this is the first item that I ended up pulling out, and these are the full cover press-on nails. These are coffin shape press-on nails. Ooh, did you guys hear that little growl? That was my stomach. I'm hungry. But yeah, this is what they look like. And the next item is this nail file or a buffing block. It's smooth on both sides. And the next item is this nail file. It is a 100/180 grit nail file. It's like a basic nail file. And now moving on to the next item are these really cool clippers, friend. And I think this is the only reason why I ended up buying the kit, because I don't own one of these and they look so cool. We professional now. Ew. just kidding. Now moving on to the next little item is this cute tiny little UV lamp. It's not very powerful. It has 16 watts, but it's enough to set your little finger, and this is what it looks like. It's a tiny little thing, friend. Look, it's a little itty bitty baby. And this is a little cord that it comes with. It doesn't come with like the outlet though, but still pretty cute. And last but not least is the glue. This is the Saviland nail glue, and we are going to set this with the UV lamp. Yeah, isn't that cool? Doesn't smell like anything. But yeah, so now that we have all of the items, let's get started. But first, a little bit of a disclaimer, friend. My toes aren't perfect. My toes are actually really long, and they're actually a little hairy, and they also have like little bumps on them because I wear a lot of heels, and the strap where my big toe is always rubs up against my bone, so I have a little bump. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a warning before you guys see my toes and like scream. So don't make fun of my little long hairy sausages, okay? Okay. So here they are, friend. Here are my toes. Let's give them a makeover. So the little kit comes with instructions, and they seem really easy to follow. Step number 1 says to prep the nail, so let's start doing that now. So I'm going to begin by taking the file that came in the kit, and I'm going to buff the gel nail polish that I was already previously wearing off of my toenails. This process shouldn't hurt, friend. Try to do so as gently as you can, because you don't want to thin out your natural nail. So yeah, I'm just going to buff the gel nail polish only like so, and I'm going to do this to all of my toes that have gel nail polish on them. Once I have removed all of the gel nail polish from my toes, I was going to push back my cuticles. However, I don't have much cuticles to push back. So instead, I took my nail file and I tried to get as close to the cuticle area as possible. And I just tried to file off as much dead skin as I can. The reason why it's important to get rid of any dead skin around your nails is so the Gel X nail doesn't pop off like a sticker. The dead skin can like produce oils and, you know, break the glue down, and you don't want your toe to pop off when you're at a party, girlfriend. So I'm just going to try to file around the corners of my toes, and I'm just trying to get into the nitty gritty. Also, try not to cut yourself too, friends, so be very, very careful. Once I'm done doing that to all of my toes, I'm now going to get some isopropyl alcohol and a little wipey, and I'm just going to start wiping down my toes to dehydrate them, to get rid of any excess dust and to get rid of any oils. And now that I have clean prepped toes, I'm going to grab my tips and I'm going to try to size them. I'm going to try to look for the biggest size that they have, and the biggest size that they have is a size 1. So let's see if it fits. I put the toenail on my toe, and unfortunately there's a little gap, friend. No, the tips don't fit. But I really want to do my toes, so I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm just going to dig into my BT Art Box false nail tips. I got these tips from Amazon. They actually have a size 0, and this size always fits my toe. Look, put it on my toe and it covers from end to end, no gaps. So I'm only going to use a BT Art Box for this toe, but the rest I'm going to use the tips that come in the kit. So this is what the tips look like. They're also little coffin tips, and they're made out of gel, and they seem to fit my other toes. See, look. And now that I have properly sized my tips to my toes, I'm going to grab a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and I'm going to clean the back of the nail. And it clotted up a little bit, like so, and that's okay. It's made out of gel. It's supposed to do that. I do this just so that it could adhere better to my toes. Some people skip this step, but I do it because I want to do it. And I'm going to grab my glue, the glue that came in my little kit, and I'm going to apply it to my nail like so. Look, friend, I'm not going to apply a lot, just a little bit on the bottom like so, and I'm going to slide it onto my toe. I'm going to let the glue flood my natural toenail like so, and I'm going to let it fill all the way to the tippy top. And now I'm going to grab my little mini UV lamp, and I'm going to set my toe for like about 20 seconds. And this is what my nail looks like once it's done setting in the lamp. I know some of you guys are going to think that I'm crazy because I got y'all rocking long press-on nails on your toes. But don't worry, friend. Trust the process. There's a method to this madness, okay? So now I'm going to move on to my next long little sausage. Once I am done finding my tip, I'm going to clean the backs of it with the back of it with some isopropyl alcohol. And now I'm going to grab my glue. And remember, friend, only apply a little bit. I'm going to apply a little bit to the back like so. And then I'm going to apply it onto my natural nail. I'm going to flood it all the way to the tippy top. And now I'm going to grab my little lamp. I'm going to set my toe for like about 20 seconds. And voila, friend, we have another long toenail on my toes. So I'm going to repeat this process on every single toe from here on out, and I'll be back, okay? Hey friend, so here are what my toes are looking like so far, and unfortunately this one has an air bubble on it. I didn't see it because my big fat finger was in the way when I was setting it, and unfortunately the toe that's next to my pinky, it's hella crooked and it hella goes off to the side. Can you tell? You can hella tell. So I'm gonna try to shape that toenail better, or try and see if I can make it look straight. So let's see. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my really cool clippers and I'm going to clip down my low toenails. And now that I've clipped my toes down, I'm going to go in with a nail file and I'm going to try to make them just a little bit shorter. I'm scared to go too low with the nail clipper because I feel like I'm going to go too low and I'm going to make them too short and then I can't go back. So I'd rather just use the nail file to make them shorter. And I'm also going to try to shape them up a bit as well. I'm using a different nail file than the one in the kit. There's nothing wrong with the one that came in the kit. It's just that this one's a little bit more coarse and I want to go a little bit more fast, you know. I want to go faster, and this one will get the job done. This is what my feet are looking like after I'm done filing and shaping them. I like the shape and I like the size. So now I am going to buff them. I'm going to be using this Enail Couture buffing block because the one in the kit has smooth sides on both sides, so I need one that's going to add texture, and I'm going to do this to all of my toes. And the reason why I buff the tops of my toes is so when I paint on the gel nail polish, the gel nail polish has something to grip onto and it doesn't peel off like a sticker. And I also forgot a step, and the step is I like to take my nail file and I like to closely file around like the cuticle area, just so that I could blend in the plastic nail a little bit with my natural toenail, if that makes any sense, just to give it a little bit of like a faux acrylic look, or to make it look like these are my natural toenails, even though we both know these are plastic. But yeah, I just want to give like the illusion. Okay, and now that my toes are now blended, I am going to take some isopropyl alcohol and I'm going to wipe the tops of my toes just so that I can get rid of any dust and oils. And now that my feet have been prepped, cleaned, and shaped, let's paint them. So I'm going to be using these two colors. These two colors are by Nail Addict LA. I am first going to be starting out with like this beigey color. I honestly forgot what it's called. I will be naming it down in the description box below. I believe it's called Sea, Swing, Sand, and Sun. I don't know, that's a long name. I don't think that's what it's called, but I'm going to be painting my toes this color. I'm going to be doing 2 layers of this taupey brown color because it's so light. And once I'm done with my 2 coats, I'm going to add a layer of clear gel nail polish off camera. Here are my toes, friend, my little long sausages. This is what they look like with 2 coats of the gel nail polish. And now I want to do a little bit of like a Frenchie moment. So I'm going to dip into my white gel polish. This is White Addict by Nail Addict LA. And I'm also going to grab a nail artist brush that I got from Amazon. And I'm going to try to do a little bit of a Frenchie. Wish me luck, you guys. I've never done French toes and I'm bent in the most awkwardest position and I'm breathing heavy, friend. However, doing the Frenchies wasn't as bad as I thought it was. As you can see, I just drew like a little half moon shape or a little crescent shape on the tip of my toe like so. And then I just filled it in. And it was that easy. And if you have a shaky hand, you could clean it up with a little bit of acetone. It's okay, friend. Nobody's going to put a magnifying glass to your toes. So if you got a little bit of white on there, it's cool. Just clean it up as soon as you get it on your skin. Okay, friend, here is my first French toe. How did I do? I think I did a really good job, to be honest. However, I do have a little bit of white gel polish around my skin. So I got one of these really skinny, little funny looking Q-tips. I got these from Amazon and I dipped it into some isopropyl alcohol and I cleaned around my toe. I got rid of all of the white on my skin. And now I'm going to set it with a little mini lamp for like about 20 seconds or so. Just so that I could set the white gel polish. And now I'm going to do the rest of my toes really quick, okay? Okay, so halfway while doing my Frenchies, I decided that I'm only going to French out 3 of my toes and the rest I'm going to leave blank. So over my toes that I did my Frenchie, I'm going to go over them with some clear gel nail polish. And I don't know if you could tell, but I kind of smudged my big toe on the sides a little bit. I kind of touched it with my gloves and it kind of got a little wrinkled. So I'm hoping that the clear gel nail polish will smooth it out. But yeah, I'm going to add a nice juicy layer of clear gel nail polish over them. And I'm going to set it in my big UV lamp for 60 seconds. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I set my toes in my UV lamp off camera for 60 seconds, and you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to do with my bling toes, and I'm actually going to add bling to them. You guys already know it's not a Vanity Val set if we don't add a little bit of bling. And by the way, I dropped this whole entire kit on the floor, and that's why all the sizes are all over the place. RIP to organization. Okay, so this is the glue that I always use for my bling. It's my Makartt rhinestone glue, and I'm going to squeeze this, or not squeeze it, but I'm going to add it on the areas where I want to add my bling. Okay, and now that I've added my glue, I'm going to start adding my bling. I tried to find the teeniest, tiniest, little babiest gems in my kit because, girl, the rest of my gems are like so freaking big, but I'm so happy that I found these, and I'm going to cover my whole entire toe with this. And this was so hard to do, friend, because I am blind and I don't have glasses, so I pretty much winged it. Do you know how far away my face is from my toes? I had to rely on my camera. And once I'm done blinging out my toes, I am going to set it in the UV lamp for 60 seconds. And when I take it out, I'm going to clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. And voila, my beautiful and gorgeous bougie friend, we have some really bougie blinged out toes. But wait, we have to add more, friend. There has to be more bling. Okay, so I whipped out my pretty little charm box because the other day I was on TikTok and I got inspired by another content creator that goes by the name of Pretty Claus. She spells it differently. She has a 4 in her name instead of an A, and she put a little money bling on her French tip toes as well. And I thought that was such a cute freaking idea. So shout out to Pretty Claus. She definitely inspired today's little money bling charm. I think that's such a cute idea. I've never ever thought about putting charms on my toes, and I think right now, since I'm going to be wearing a lot of like chanclas, like a lot of flip-flops, a lot of open-toed shoes, I feel like it's the perfect time to like put a little charmy on my toe. And I feel like this money makes me feel extra bougie. So with my Makartt rhinestone glue, I applied my little money charm, and now I'm going to set it in my little mini UV lamp for like about 15 seconds or so. However, I recommend setting it in the big UV lamp. I set it in my big UV lamp off camera. I personally don't trust these mini UV lamps to set my bling. And now that I have applied all of my bling and my money charm and I'm finished with my set, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my favorite cuticle oil by Enail Couture, and I'm going to apply it around my cuticle area because my skin is super dry after all of the isopropyl alcohol that we used. And voila, my beautiful and gorgeous bougie friend, here is our set. We're finally done. What do you think? Was this $20 Gel X dupe kit worth it? I definitely think so. If I could rate this kit like a 1 out of 10, I would give it a 9 out of 10. And the reason why I would rate it a 9 out of 10 is because, number one, they didn't have a size 0. They included sizes 1 through 10, which is fine, but I feel like bigger sizes, or like that size 0, adding that extra size 0 would have been nice. I know this kit is not meant for toes, it's meant for hands, but still I feel like some people, like men who also like to wear press-on nails, have bigger nail beds, and if they were to have purchased this kit, they probably wouldn't have been able to find their size. Another reason why I give this kit a 9 out of 10 is because of that smooth buffing block. I honestly had no use for it, and I would have preferred a rough buffing block like the one that I used, the purple one, my Enail Couture one. But overall, I actually personally really love this kit. I thought it was super inexpensive and really easy to use, and I'll definitely be using it again. I actually went out this weekend and I had a chance to wear them out and show them off, and I got stopped by so many girls asking me where I got my toes done at, and they were shook when I told them that I did them myself. So I definitely think that this kit is worth it, and I hope I was able to show you how to get a bougie pedi at home for the low. I hope you loved today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, and I hope you had fun with me today. Subscribe if you haven't so we could be bougie friends, and I will see you next week. I love you, I love you, I love you. Bye. Mwah.